at the establishment of protein crops, in particular in this case beans. This morning we're in the field of winter beans, which were sown in late autumn last year and have now established well and are moving up through the growth stages. In terms of planting spring beans, we would really want to be getting those into the ground as soon as possible. We're now in early March and ideally we want those into the ground as soon as conditions allow. Research has shown that once we get into sort of later March, early April, we will start to see a reduction in yield of those crops. And with the bean crop as well, early establishment helps to bring harvest forward as well, which leaves conditions much easier dealt with as we move into the autumn. In terms of getting crops into the ground, ideally we want ground in good condition, fertile soils with P&K indexes ideally in around 2, pH ideally 6.5, and hopefully as we move on now, soils drying out and warming up as well, we should hopefully aim for a good establishment. In terms of seed rates, we're aiming for a plant count of 30 to 35 plants per square metre. So when we're selecting our seed, we need to have a look at 1,000 grain weight, as there will be significant differences between batches of seed, even within the same variety. So we need to have the 1,000 grain weight there to work out the proper seed rate. And we're probably looking, coming into the spring, at about 90% of germination with about 5% field losses. So we're looking at sort of 40 to 45 seeds per square metre being planted. In terms of fertility and nutrition as well then, going into those fertile soils, if your indexes are in the sort of 2+ to the 3 range, there's no real need then for additional P&K, and beans being a legume crop have no need for additional nitrogen, which will of course make them more appealing this year with the rise in fertiliser prices. In terms of other treatments on the crop, we'll have a look later in the year at fungicide treatments for disease control, as well as later weed control as well. In terms of immediate treatments after drilling the crop, we'll need to have a pre-emergent weed control applied, and to look at that, the best approach is to consult your local basis qualified advisor to put in place a plan there for weed and disease control for the season. In terms of immediate preparations, if you're considering growing a protein crop, the best thing to do now is to look at what crop best suits your needs. If you're growing a crop like the beans, what your markets are for that crop, or if you can plan to use it on your own farm at home, but to make sure that you have an outlet for that crop before you put it in the ground. If you still want to go ahead and plant the crop, the best approach at the minute is to consult the local merchants and see what seed availability is like, and to place your orders for that seed as soon as possible to get it on farm and be ready to plant. So as I said, we'll have hopefully a few more of these talks as we go through the growing season, and if you have any other queries, please consult your local CAFRE